Imagine a dark room filled with shelves of unsolved cases that may not have been looked at in years. Now imagine taking those cases off the shelf and bringing them into the light. The goal of this channel is to shed some new light on those dark cold cases on a state-by-state basis. Thus, welcome to Dark Cold State. Today's true crime cold cases are from the state of Nebraska. Our first cold case is the murder of Gilberto Hernandez-Vasquez. I think most may have a memory of the neighborhood ice cream man, either a person walking with an ice cream cart or a van moving slowly around the neighborhood, playing a kid's song over and over, enticing children or adults to grab a cold ice cream on a very hot day. That was Gilberto's job. He was the ice cream man. He strolled through the area of the 19th and Y neighborhood on a regular basis. He knew and was known by most all of the neighbors. He would stop and speak with residents as he made his way around the neighborhood. Such was the case on the evening of August 23, 2012. It was approximately 8:22 in the evening when police officers responded to the reports of a shooting at 1910 Y Street in Omaha, Nebraska. Police found 63-year-old Gilberto lying in the street with a gunshot wound. Gilberto was transferred to the hospital, but later died because of his injuries. Police suspect that the culprits had planned to rob Gilberto of his ice cream money. In 2021, a new tip was released that police are seeking the occupants of a smaller blue sedan that may have had a sunroof that was seen in the area on the evening that Gilberto was killed. They believe the occupants of that vehicle may have information needed to help solve Gilberto's case. If you have any information regarding the homicide of Gilberto Hernandez-Vasquez, please contact 402-510-6140 or Crime Stoppers of Omaha at 402-444-7867. Callers may be eligible for a reward. Our next cold case is the case of Irvin Settje Jr. It was Friday, April 22nd, 1988, and 35-year-old Irvin was at his place of employment. Irvin worked as an attendant at the Ginn gas station located at Saddle Creek and Hamilton in Omaha, Nebraska. While he was working, a man entered the office and shot Irvin. Officers were dispatched to the area at 12:17 a.m. in response to a shooting. They found Irvin lying outside the station, suffering from a gunshot wound. Irvin was transported to the hospital where he later died from his wounds. A lone male suspect was seen running from the scene. The suspect was wearing a dark blue jacket, blue jeans, and a dark stocking cap. Do you have any information that could help law enforcement in this case? Even the most trivial item could be the key to solving a cold case. If you have any information on the homicide of Irvin Settje Jr., please contact Missing Persons Hotline at 1-877-441-5678. Our last true crime cold case for this week is Brandin Princole. It was early afternoon, approximately 2:40 p.m., and 17-year-old Brandin was walking to his friend's house located around 46th and Larimore Avenue in Omaha, Nebraska. A vehicle approached and pulled up next to Brandin, and the occupants inside began shooting at him. Police officers were sent to the scene in response to a shooting and found Brandin lying on the ground. Brandin had been hit by the gunfire. He was transferred, receiving active CPR, to the University of Nebraska Medical Center, but succumbed to his injuries. Brandin is remembered by a friend's mother as a funny, caring young man with a good heart, but who had struggles. Those struggles included him getting arrested and expelled from school for bringing a gun on school grounds. It is unknown if Brandin's death is related to his earlier arrest and expulsion. If you have any information regarding the homicide of Brandin Princole, please contact the Omaha Police Department at 402-444-5600 or Omaha Crime Stoppers at 402-444-7867. If you have a cold case or a missing person cold case that you would like to see featured on this channel, please suggest in the comments below or email me the information. There are also many unidentified remains found in each state. If you have not already done so, please consider getting DNA testing completed where the DNA results are shared with law enforcement so that the possibility of identifying any unknown remains is increased.